Hello everybody. Day 5 of my round 2 of Mary's Mini. A reminder from the last Mary's Mini, I lost a little bit more than 5 pounds, just under 6, which was nice. And that was in 10 days. This particular one ends next Wednesday. And so far I'm doing well. I used a term in my post yesterday that I did it with fidelity and that I was proud of myself. And so that's something that's worthy of looking at, because we all have our reasons for doing what we're doing. Some people begin eating a plant-based diet because they've gotten sick. A lot of people fall into that category. You have some people who might see a documentary or might learn something about, about the connection between animal products and, say, like inflammation or CRP numbers and things like that. They may learn that and say, okay, let me learn more. And then they begin understanding the connection between eating a standard American diet or a SAD diet and all those illnesses that we really don't have to have quite so many of. The heart disease, the type 2 diabetes, the connective tissue disorders that just go out of whack, and autoimmune diseases and all these sorts of things. It's sort of amazing. But if we once we do decide to begin a whole food plant-based diet or way of eating, and I use the word diet sometimes, but it is a way of eating. It's a lifestyle. And once we do, sometimes it's hard to do so with fidelity. But it's that putting that word fidelity in there, understanding what it means, and saying to yourself, well, let me give this a really good try. Let me give it a month. Whether you're doing it with a series of Mary's Minis, which I am just amazed at how this little simple variation to McDougall's program for maximum weight loss, which is what I usually follow. I usually follow McDougall's program for maximum weight loss. But I needed that structure of the Mary's Mini, and it has definitely gotten me on track. And so, but when a person does decide to begin a whole food plant-based diet or lifestyle, they, when you have something that you can do fairly quickly and easily and with not too many rules, but like a Mary's Mini, it's a great way to start. It's a great way to start cleaning out your system and rebooting, like they say in the juicing world, which is another way of doing the same thing. Once you're into that, a day or so every single day, ask yourself, am I going to do this with fidelity? Am I going to follow the rules 100%? Or at least, 95%? Am I going to follow the rules? And if the rules say this, and what I want does not fall under this, then you can't have it. And that has saved me a lot this week. One of my biggest downfalls is I like snacks. Haven't had any snacks. I don't plan to. Because the two rules of the Mary's Mini, pick your starch Eat it whenever you're hungry, and eat as many non-starchy vegetables as you like. And that's it. And so I can see myself doing a series of these until I lose a chunk of weight. I'm kind of hopeful that I'm about to start losing again. You know, that's pretty cool. I don't lose weight easily. Combined with an extremely sluggish thyroid, which I'm not ever going to take medicine for, I've been able to get it to sluggish rather than what it was before. And so I'm not hypothyroid anymore. But it's slow for me to lose, but it's fast for me to gain. You know, I get bronchitis sometimes, and whenever I get bronchitis, I don't argue with those folks. You know, we need the protocol, which includes steroids, like immediately whenever I get bronchitis. And sometimes I can gain as much as 13, 14, 15 pounds in a few days. That's depressing. But we know ourselves, that's my life. What you gonna do? I say, oh well, let's do it, And so I have not been sick. And I've been getting my exercise, which is very important. When you're doing this thing with Fidelity, don't forget about moving. You don't have to do anything serious. I ride my stationary bicycle and take walks every now and then, get some sunshine, vitamin D. And as a teacher, I walk around the classroom, I walk around the building. I have some exercise during my day. And so, yeah, I think I'm gonna make it through this 10-day period flawlessly. That word came back to mind, fidelity. Fidelity is sticking to what the rules say. And if you stick to what the rules say, you should get results that you're hoping for. And if you step outside of those parameters, you might not get some of what you're looking for. That's just one of those things. So if you have a cookie every now and then, or if you do this or if you do that, and you're not sure why you're not losing the 5, 6, 7, or even like some people 10 pounds in the Mary's Mini, we all know why we're not losing. If your goal is to lose weight, not just to exercise, not just to get healthy, because that's why some people come to this way of eating. I started talking about that at the beginning. But another reason is to lose weight, which you will. You will. Once you understand that part of it. When you first start a whole food plant-based diet, earnestly, and when you first start one, you actually become whole food plant-based, you're gonna drop some weight at the beginning. You're gonna drop some weight. Sometimes it's all the weight you have to lose if you don't have to lose a whole lot. My son, I saw him this past summer for the first time. I told y'all he lives in Hawaii. He's the one who had type 2 diabetes. And, we were able to bring his A1C down from 8.0 to 4.5 with no medicine. And when I saw him this past summer when he came to town, he had to have dropped about 40 pounds. But that's about all he needed to drop. Me, on the other hand, well, I've been doing this for a while, so I've already had my big drop, which I've been chipping away at. But now, weight loss, I have to work on it. Now I have to work on it. It doesn't just automatically do it. You have to work your whole foods, plant-based lifestyle, with as much fidelity as possible. And the more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it, and the more it'll give to you. So, all right, I just rambled. I'm going to post it anyway. Listen, y'all, have a good day. Bye-bye.